Yes, man, it really is me. Me, Zool, aka the instant burner, man. And there are a lot of new gameplay shooting changes when it comes to NBA 2K26. And in my opinion, these changes make the game already better than NBA 2K25. So we're gonna get into all these changes just in case you missed them. Before we get started, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could support the channel by hitting that like button. It is free and easy. But the first thing we're gonna talk about is if RNG is gonna be back in NBA 2K26. For you guys that don't know what RNG is, it pretty much in a nutshell is the game makes you miss certain shots. So it doesn't matter how great you time it, you may feel like we've all did it. Hey man, that felt green, bro. How is that not green? It's not green because the game purposely made you miss that shot. In my opinion, those type of things, bro, it can really swing the pendulum when it comes to you winning or losing a game when you're playing somebody on the same level of playing skill as you. You know what I'm saying? He could be hitting all his shots and you could be missing most of your shots because the game, it's your time to miss on the game. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with your skill level. So the gameplay director, Mike Wayne, ended up addressing this issue. Someone asked, will there be RNG in shooting? And Mike Wayne said, no, there will be no RNG in shooting. There has always been some element of RNG in every past version of NBA 2K, including NBA 2K24. NBA 2K26 will be the first version to feature a completely pure green window. On pro or lower difficulties, you can still make whites, but otherwise it's green or miss. So in the comment section, you guys let me know what you think about the RNG being gone in NBA 2K26. So from now on, if you felt like you greened that shot and you missed it, you probably missed that shot. You know what I'm saying? So we are going into a different shooting wave going with this game. I don't know how that affects the cheaters, but it could be a big W, and like I just wrote, it is going to be whites. We will talk about green or miss a little bit later in the video, more in depth, but that seems like that could be a big difference maker when it comes to NBA 2K26. A new feature is going to be in NBA 2K26 is going to be the no dip catch and shoots. So have you guys ever, especially my catch and shoot type of guys, have you ever caught that ball, bro, and you thought you could get that shot off with the defender bearing down, then it ends up being a bad shot and you end up falling and your partner tells you, hey bro, why did you take that shot? That was a bad shot. And you say, bro, I thought I could get that off. I thought that was gonna get me the quick pull. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to get that off, but they gave me a bad animation. Or you get the ball and instead of you just shooting it, you catch the ball, you come all the way down here, then you shoot the ball and they end up getting a contest. Well, that is no longer a thing in NBA 2K26 with this new no dip thing. What you're pretty much gonna do, you're gonna hold your left trigger. Even though the left trigger, you holding your hands up, has been in the game. It was in NBA 2K25. It didn't really give you a good catch animation. With this animation, it's like Klay Thompson. You know how Klay Thompson in the league, when he catches the ball, if he catches it right here, he doesn't do like most shooters and brings it down, then shoots it. He catches it right here, puts it up, and shoots it. That's gonna be a thing if you have the left trigger down. So you're gonna be able to get off a lot of shots in tight windows that you really wouldn't be able to get off in other games, which is, in my opinion, is gonna be pretty dope. So you can pretty much, if you take a bad shot, you're gonna know that you took that bad shot. You're not putting in an animation where you get 30 animations where I might catch it right here, might catch it right here, might catch it right here where I can get it off. You're gonna know exactly where you can get the ball off. Like I said, in my opinion, that is a big W, one of the biggest things, biggest improvements in my opinion in NBA 2K26 when it comes to shooting. Another new feature in NBA 2K26 is gonna be the new rhythm shooting mechanic. We're gonna let Evan take over and let you guys know exactly what that means.
For those of you who like shooting with the button, you can still shoot the button. That is not removed, but rhythm shooting is a more advanced option. And if you take the time to learn it, you're not going to regret it, because this year the big upgrade is that rhythm shooting is no longer just about matching the player's animation, but rather giving you the full control over the animation. So when you do, picture your controller, when you do the down up flick on your right stick, the way you flick the stick will actually change the way your player is shooting. So to try to explain this in like the simplest way we can, rhythm shooting has two parts, right? The timing of when you flick the stick, and then the tempo of how you did it. Timing and tempo. For timing, if you flick up really early, you can now release the ball earlier. And if you flick up late, you can kind of hold on to the ball for a moment before you let go. And then for tempo, if you flick up kind of fast, you're going to rush your shot. But if you flick with a slower tempo, you're going to do like a lazier looking release. So the cool thing about this is there isn't necessarily a right or wrong timing anymore. It's giving you more freedom because let's say, for example, you rushed your timing to get the shot, right? The defender's closing out, you want to rush your shot. If you rush the timing, but you still green the tempo, you can still make the shot. So to me, it's really just about how you shoot in real life. And the dev team is giving us more control as a shooter than you would have simply by pressing the button.
So what I got from that video, I think pretty much is it's no longer gonna be a tempo. I don't think it's gonna be a tempo in the new one. It's pretty much you flick your stick, it's gonna be, did you green? Did you release it at the right release point? Because you're gonna have fast tempos if you flick it up. You're gonna have slow tempos if you flick it up slow. So I think tempo is gonna be one of those things. For me, that I think is gonna be pretty much out of the game, which is gonna, in my opinion, make rhythm shooting a lot easier for us guys that like to rhythm shoot. Because at first I was against the grain. I didn't want to rhythm shoot. I was like, bro, why do I gotta rhythm shoot on this game? Bro, I should be able to just press square. But once I took the time and actually learned rhythm shooting, it didn't take me long. Once I learned it, bro, it was like night and day. Instead of me getting, 3 or 4 of those bad shooting games, you might get 1 or 2. You get what I'm saying? So it is a drastic difference if you learn that part of shooting. So it seems like it's gonna be back in the next game. You guys let me know, is rhythm shooting W or L, or should we be able to just shoot with square and get the same results? And I know a lot of you guys, you feel like you played the older 2Ks and you feel like, man, I should, when I shoot that ball, I should be straight dancing and get straight into my instant green animation. Well, it seems we may be getting that back with this new feature, but this is another question that somebody asked for Mike Wayne. The question was, are there gonna be instant greens in NBA 2K26? This year we made the jump shot cellies and shot feedback dynamic based on the quality of the shot. It factors in the shooter's ratings, defensive coverage, and shot timing or tempo for rhythm shots. So if you have an excellent release on wide open shots with a good shooter, you will get an instant green. So I'm guessing the higher your ratings, the more wide open you are, the more of a chance that you have to get an instant green animation. That's what I get from that. You guys let me know what you got from that right there. Which, in my opinion, that's another one of those W's, you know what I'm saying? We want to be able to, I don't want to see the ball roll around the rim, you know what I'm saying? Like in 2K25, did it goes in, now I got the green, you know what I'm saying? And my heartbeat is chasing because I need to hit this shot. So if we're able to instant green, bro, I feel like that's going to be a big W when it comes to NBA 2K26. Now let's go ahead and get more depth into the green or miss. So the report says green or miss shot timing will be universal in NBA 2K26, so that each mode has an even playing field. That means on higher difficulties, including most competitive multiplayer modes, only excellent timing green shots will go in. However, shot timing windows scaled by difficulty will be less forgiving in competitive modes like Proving Grounds and Pro-Am, but more forgiving in team controls like My Team, whether you have to adapt to different shot animations. In addition, layup timing is permanent, enabled to separate skilled finishers and make those highly contested finishes at the rim even more spectacular and impressive. Ultimately, we wanted to emphasize skill-based competitive gameplay where your actions on the sticks provide more control of the outcomes you see in the game. This renewed focus will be felt across multiple gameplay areas, for shot outcomes to success blocks and steals and loose balls and rebounds. So pretty much what he's saying, when you're anti-ups in your pro-ams, things like that, it's gonna be green or miss, which it should be. You know what I'm saying? You're playing on the highest difficulty. No whites should be going in. In my opinion, I don't think, y'all let me know in the comment section, I don't think white should go in anywhere on the court. So it's a little bit of different wording right here compared to what Mike Wayne, the gameplay director, said, because he said you're gonna be able to hit whites. So what I'm guessing, you're probably gonna be able to hit whites in the non-competitive modes, like maybe like the theater or something like that, since it's not that competitive, and probably in maybe like the park or events. But like when you get to the higher modes, like I said, Pro-Am, Ante-Up, those types of things, and I don't know, maybe even rec, you won't be able to hit whites. We'll just have to see what it comes right there. But me personally, I like playing most of the competitive modes, and like Proving Grounds, and you see right there, Proving Grounds will be back in NBA 2K26. So in those modes, we don't have to worry about people hitting whites, playing on low risk and medium risk and all that. It's not even in the game anymore, so we don't have to worry about that. People getting rewarded for timing bad shots, because in my opinion, like I said, I feel like it should be green or miss. You don't get on Call of Duty and you get rewarded for shooting around somebody and you kill them. You get what I'm saying? You have to be precise. You got to hit on the body and kill them. I feel like in 2K, if you don't, it's already a green window, so you don't have to be perfect. It's a green window like this. As long as you're anywhere in that window, you're gonna green the shot. I don't feel like you should be able to not be in that green window and still hit the shot, in my opinion. It don't matter what game mode that you're in. You get what I'm saying? Because it's already, you don't have to be perfect. So why are you gonna give these guys even more of leeway when it comes to hitting your shot? That should be a skill. You get what I'm saying? So I'm against Whites going in. I will always be against Whites going in. But you guys let me know. Do you think White should go in NBA 2K26? But that's all I got for you guys today. Again, it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys can hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, if you want more news from the burner, and y'all already know who it is. Burner.